Shalom, this is Sage the Balloon Sage, and today we are going to twist up these fun, spinning balloon dreidels. This design is created using 4 260s inflated approximately halfway, and a 5-inch round. Of course that will go in the center, and the symbols will be drawn on that. And you know, although the color combos are really up to you, they're yours to choose, I'll be using all different colors to make the instructions much clearer, especially when we get to the more intricate panel on the top. Let's begin by pairing and linking our 260s, and then making a centered pinch twist to act as the point for our spinning top. Grab any of the balloons, it doesn't really matter. Maybe one that's longer. Nice and tight and flat. Push them around whatever you want. And there you go. Each 260 receives an identical 4-finger cylinder twist and a small pinch twist to hold it in place. So you grab, I like to do it 4-finger just like that. Twist it off. Oh, that's a little too big. A little small. You want to make sure it's just 4 fingers every time. The cylinder twist symmetry can be a bit tricky to achieve, but it is essential for this design. And continue like that. He's going all this direction. Each 260 is then connected into the pinch twist of its neighbor via another 4-finger cylinder twist, with the remainder of the balloon aiming skyward. So let me show you. We'll start with the blue, 4, bring it on over, move it around, this goes up, this goes to the side. So do it again, 4, make sure it's even, tie it around, aims up, onto the green, all the way around. Okay. If you like repetition, this is your design, because we're making another 4-finger cylinder twist. And another pinch twist. Imagine that. Same thing for each balloon. 4. Of course, if you want to change the shape a little bit, you could alter these dimensions, but it's really good practice. I had a heck of a time getting this one together. It was rough. Getting the measurements exact took a lot of practice. But it made me a lot better. And then you're going to connect, yes, with 4-finger cylinder twists once again. Boom, grab it, and just bring it across. And do this with each balloon. Oh yeah, all the pinch twists will be going in the same direction, flat, horizontal one. This is what the top panel looks like without the crown portion, revealed as a series of 8 bubbles. I hope you are proficient at breaking off and tying, because we are going to be doing that. Make a round bubble on 2 of the 260s, so like that. And we'll take the green one too. And simply join them, twisting the rest together, like that. And grab the other 2. Another pair of round bubbles, one on each. Joined. And then you spin them all together so the 4 bubbles link in the middle. You can do this by grabbing with one hand and carefully pulling out and twisting. Looks a bit like a carrot in a psychedelic dimension. Out of your 4 260 remnants, you are likely going to have one that's a little longer than the other. In this case, what you do is you're going to break this one off first, and this will form the top part, which is actually called the crown. I had to look that up. You have to make a bubble again, and then you break off, and that's going to be tucked right into each of these little spaces where I'm sticking my finger. So make a bubble. About that size. You want a nice portion of scrap to tie it in to one of the adjacent pinch twists. So push all that up, all the extra air, break it off. If you don't know how to do this, I have a video on it, but if you're making this, you probably know. You're going to tie this off and set this down. Or when you make that, you're going to push the air. You want to make sure it's a nice round bubble. Push it all up and then tie it off right there. Perfect. And we're going to be doing this for each one. So with the green bubble. And you won't need any of the extra like you did with the first one. This can just be popped off, tied off. And once you've done that with all four, these two, I'll show you this next part now. You stick the bubble in, just like that, but you see the strap? You're going to tie that around the nearest pinch twist very carefully. Pop. But it will hold it in place. And you'll see how this pattern is emerging. So let's take the green. That will go, push it in, that little spot, take the tail, and wrap it. So we're going to jump cut to this being all done. The extra final portion of 260 has the air pushed tightly to the tail end to ensure a stable crown for the dreidel. So push it up there real tight, and you're going to tie it right at the base there to keep it tight. Pull it through. Alright, now it's ready to go right in the middle of these 8 bubbles. Now you may have to move one just to get it in, but with a lot of force, and you really want it to be synced up tightly. So here, pull it through. You may need scissors as well to cut off the excess, so real tight in there. Come up through the other side. Maybe go around once or twice. Keep it tight. There's a bubble. I'll put that back in. And come down on the other side. Pull it through again. And that should pretty much do it. Just want to make sure that when you spin it, it stays in position. Okay, so just cut this extra off. Grab the 5-inch round, stick it through one of these slots on the bottom, and you're going to inflate it. I'll just use my mouth, but you can inflate it with a pump either way. Not too full, but not too small either, because you want to be able to have a nice surface to draw on the symbols so you can play the game. Okay. Pretty full, let a little air out because don't want it too rounded. Alright? And simply take the nozzle and tie it into the point. The symbols for nun, shin, gimel, and hey were a bit tricky to learn, but they are also really fun. So that was good practice. There are a lot of great techniques in this design. I really worked hard on it, so I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and of course, there's a ton more on the way.